Alright, everyone. Here we are back in Project Zomboid, continuing where we left off in our last stream. We explored around. Need to turn that down, that volume's hitting kind of hard. There we go. And we found some houses that we could consider for our future goals of survival and seeing how far we can push this character. Including a farmhouse. And we're going to see which one we decide to go with. Okay. So now, check this. Yeah, this is that farmhouse we found. It's kind of way out here, out of the way. All of our stuff's kind of over in this area, at this house here, so we're going to have to go get it. Now, let's check our inventory real quick. So we have a pistol that we found. Got all this, so let's see here. We're going to put that there. Grab these. We're going to put that there. And drop some of these here. Yep. Cool. Making sure we got all our stuff here. Small knife, can opener, all that. Cool. Making sure we got everything we can. Let's see here. That's our water bottle. We'll put that in here. Put the pistol in here because we don't even have any bullets for it anyways. Tissue can go on the ground. Wallet can go on the ground as well. There you go. Nice. We empty out our pockets. There's more whetstone here. We're a little hungry, so let's find something to munch on real quick. Don't want the brown sugar. Oh, we've got a recipe to teach us to prepare maki. Alright, well, let's read that real quick. Go ahead and get some more knowledge going here. Man, our character's slow at learning recipes. Go. Done. Anything in here? Dry ramen. Bottle opener. Nothing there. Okay, fridge. What you got? TV dinner, bacon, chicken, beer, sausage. Yeah, nothing that we could really just warm up. Well, let's grab this TV dinner. We're just going to throw it in the oven here real quick. And turn that on. We're going to cook this TV dinner. Yeah, it's not going to make our character super happy, but it'll get us something to eat here and get us moving along. So we're going to have to go and get all of our food stores that we've been kind of looting moved up to this area. Because I think this house might be our best bet, because we could fortify it fairly well. It's kind of out of the way from the middle of downtown, so we shouldn't get a lot of natural zombie herd moving in here. It's close enough to the forest we can go foraging if we need to forage for stuff. So, not the worst idea. There we go, turn off. Alright, eat. Before it burns. Wow, the thing burns too easily. Yeah, unfortunate. Is there anything in here? Yeah, nothing in here we care about. Alright, let's head out the back here. Oh, and we even checked the trash cans. So, let's put that on the ground for a second. Because that matchbook is useful. Those things we'll just throw back in the trash can. We'll take the trash bag. That's got value. That on the ground too. Anything else in here? Any value? Scrap metal could be valuable. Interesting. The corkscrew is useful. We'll take the corkscrew then. These can go in the trash. Is this even, like, usable? I'm just gonna toss out the trash. There we go. Alright. I'll take this trash bag as well. Looks like everything. It's the apocalypse. You sometimes gotta do with what you got. Let's see here. Yeah, he's a little sad. After eating that TV dinner. Okay, we got some houses over here. A bit of a fence line in between us, though, so let's go up to the street here. That's a big house. We got a lot of wind going on here where I'm at right now. It is cold out, too. Especially for us. It's not normally this cold out. See how populated this area is looking. Definitely seeing one zombie over there. There's a few of them. How many? Yeah, it's more than I want to deal with. Look at that. Zombies there too. I mean, we're still pretty close to town here. So let's deal with this one that's up close to us here. We didn't play a particularly great combat character. Nothing of value on that zombie. Deal with this one down here and see if we can't get into this house. Digital watch, Sonic shirt. And interesting. Oh, I will take that yarn. That yarn's useful. Hello. Take the pipe wrench, just because that's useful. The rest of that can go back in there. That can go back in there. Go. Nice. Right. I don't really want to go down there and mess with that group of zombies. Normally I wouldn't close the door behind myself. Let's read that real quick. That might help improve our character's mood a little bit. Alright. There we go. Device options. Let's turn that volume off. And life and living, maybe? Tune in. Oh, we got survival. Nice. Got, hopefully, some skills. Let's see what we get. That's decreasing our boredom. That's good. But is it helping us learn any skills, though? Not sure. Don't think we're getting any skills for this one. Yeah. Got a zombie here. Let's grab what we can here. Grab that too. Yep, we'll take all that. Just tossing all the food in here because that's what we're here for anyways. Dish towel, nope. Nope. Stale cooked steak. You know, I'll take it because it's not, again, this is a survival situation. You don't always get your first pick of stuff. Anything over here? Microwave? Nothing. This house did not have a lot of food. Not much there either. Wow. Anything on the bookcase? Man. Striking out a lot here. Okay, so we got a zombie in the house now. Anything interesting on this guy? Let's close this door as well. I think we got a zombie upstairs, is what I'm hearing. Nothing in here. Alright. Alright. Got a key to this house, I think. Bucket hat, fedora. We'll wear the fedora. There we go. We do another key. Bathrobe. Man, just nothing. You're just checking out badly. Box tissues. I think the zombie's in this room here. Nope, I was wrong. Alright. So we've got an acoustic guitar, some pliers. Hacksaw's good. Take the hacksaw. Also take the screwdriver. Zombie had a paring knife, which we'll take just for extra stuff. Here, we'll put the key ring on the ground so we can take whatever key is on it. Alright. That was everything in here. Yep. Don't care about the guitar. Well. There's zombies in the bathroom. Good. Toilet brush, toilet paper, perfume, toothpaste. Nothing major in there. Hair dye, tweezers. Tweezers are actually useful. So it's the Band-Aid. Band-Aid. There we go. Let's go ahead and fill our water bottle that we're using here. We're also going to go ahead and... Actually, let's close the door, turn that light on, just so we can see. We're going to go ahead and wash all of our clothes. It's got to do it. Better if we had some other stuff here. Alright, let's see here. Wash all the weapons. Real Indian cold out tonight. Hope everyone out there staying safe and warm. There we go. And just drink real quick. And a little extra water. Can you put that back in here? Now, let's empty that. There we go. Let's put that. I'll go ahead and research that real quick. Because what I'll probably do is go sleep in one of these rooms up here for the night, just because we're too far away from our main base. We learned to make a kettle. Alright, what about this corkscrew? What's that going to teach us? Alright, there we go. We've learned to forge corkscrew. Okay, well, yeah, I was curious what it was for. Alright, there we go. This room doesn't have a bed. Oh, the light switch in here? Let's just pull that power. Just turn that off. There we go. Take that battery with us. Here. Go. Oh, that's the TV downstairs I'm hearing. Alright. We're just going to sleep here until morning. Yep. We'll see if anything comes in and kicks in the door on us. Alright. What's this down here? What is that on the ground there? Nothing. That's the head of the zombie sticking through the door. That's what that is. So you're going, what am I seeing on the ground? That's the head of the zombie I caved in. Alright. Got an empty kettle on the stove. Alright. In here, we are going to cook bacon. Turn on. Yep. Ate that cucumber, you know? Not necessarily the greatest food in the world, but it'll be right. Yeah, get some bacon in us. Go ahead and eat all the bacon there. There we go. That helped with the unhappiness some too. Alright. Let's see what else we can find here. It's up with that tree. Alright. Nothing in that one. Oh, we've got an overdue bill here. I don't think that person's going to be paying it back. Where you at? I hear you. There you are. Come on. Bad zombie. There we go. Has the key. Where that key goes to. That's your jacket pliers. Twine is useful. Take the twine. Flask is kind of cool. Actually, let me just, can I research that flask? But it's got scotch in it. Come on, scotch flask. That's your bookshelf. Ooh, picture looks good. That too. Operation Fort Knox, the Omega Department. I mean, that'll help with some stress and stuff. What do we have over here? Needle and thread? Yes. We'll take all of that. There we go. Take the button too, just in case. On the ground, we got some more stuff. Take the scissors. Nice. That was a good find. Anything in here? No. In here, we got some food. Some stale bread. Not great. Wine and fruit cartons. Pizza cutter, spatula, whisk. None of those are useful. Let's check the fridge, though. Fresh ham and zucchini. We'll take those. Freezer, we got some frozen meat. We'll take that. Yeah, we're a bit encumbered. Let's see if there's anything of great value in here. We'll take the bandage. Alcohol wipes. Antiseptic. Beta blockers. All of those are really good to have. Okay, but let's try with these. Can we get those in here? Yep. That can go in there now. What about this paperback? Go in there. Interesting. Alright, we are definitely encumbered though, so we need to go home. We're gonna have to come back to this house. There's a whole library of stuff there we need to go poking around through. Welcome to stream, folks. Hope everyone's having a good day. Character, because we are over encumbered pretty badly. Should be getting some stats on his strength, though. Well, looks like we've got a friend. But nothing interesting there. Alright, let's get back to the house, offload our stuff. And then we'll hit the next interesting looking area that we find. Ideally, I do kind of want to find a better weapon at some point. And start planning kind of our long-term survival plan here. I'd also like a better backpack. My current one, well, it's just basic. It's just a sheet tied around me. This is the place we've kind of decided to take over. Getting tired. There's a window open up there. Did you realize that? It means we could always board up like the bottom and lower a rope ladder out, basically. Alright, so what do you have on the ground here? How's that recipe? Alright, in the fridge. Let's put the cold stuff. So, it's a can of beer. I got some more cold stuff that needs to go in there. I'll put the beer can in there. What about in here? In here I got this bread. This ham. This cucumber. We'll put the wine carton in there for the sake of it. I think I'll put the scotch in there for now. A juice box somewhere. There's that fruit juice. That in there too. And then in the freezer, we're going to put frozen meat. Keep that frozen. Anything else that needs to be cold? Not really. Alright, so in here, let's put our dry goods. So, let's see here. Got this can of bolognese there. So, got these canned fruit beverages and peas. Wow, I really didn't end up with as much food as I would have liked. Okay, let's see what we can do about... We want to store our medical supplies here. Yeah, we'll store our medical supplies in this cabinet, I think. There we go. Answer your bandages. Anything else? Tweezers. Those can go in there. More bandages. One of these needles. Can all go in there. That screwdriver needs to be cleaned up. Let's put the clean one in there. Looks like I actually have an extra screwdriver even. Yep, I do. Alright, so let's start setting up like a toolbox. So what's the storage? Inventory 10. Yeah, we don't want to use that. This is empty. Alright, this will be the toolbox. Small knife, paring knife, can opener, line, yarn, matchbox, magnesium fire starter in there, hacksaw, garbage bag, the fillet knife, corkscrew, can opener, battery. All that will go into this cabinet. In fact, this needle, the denim rope, the wrench actually will also go in there. Let's do that too while we're sitting here thinking about it. Anything to save us some extra weight here. We'll put this thread, this needle, this button, these scissors in there as well. We're going to keep one paring knife on us. This matchbook in here for now. And then it's on the floor here. How's that key ring? I don't care about. Okay. And then over here next to the stove, let's put our empty kettle. Let's go drop off these books somewhere, because I think we had a room kind of picked out upstairs here. Yeah, we did. I think we were staying in this one. Looking at this one. Yeah, and it's even got a bookshelf right here. Perfect. Perfect. Good bookshelf. Let's put these in there. There we go. And we'll put this book in there as well. Perfect. It's been a long day, but got our character pretty well situated. We're kind of unhappy, so let's read this book to get our unhappiness sorted out. Go. But again, if y'all have questions, concerns, comments, suggestions, let me know. There we go. Alright. Character is sorted out happiness-wise. Still got plenty of time in the day. It's like 1 p.m., so let's go see what else we can get into here. If we look at our map, I do like the fact that this map like fills in as you do stuff now. We haven't been up that way. We still got a lot to explore down this way. There's some sort of big like shopping mall or something there. And there's stuff over here like some sort of trail. Not sure what that is. But we could go do some foraging if we wanted. I do need an axe. I still haven't found an axe for cutting down trees or firewood. Let's see here, how's our character doing? It's looking alright. Strength. We got some progress. Fitness, we're getting there. Alright. We're also going to need to secure some sort of long-term food plan, like looting and all that's a nice, like, start. But it's not super long-term. We could do some foraging. Let's just see what we find over here on the edge of the forest. We found something here. What's this? Wild carrots. Let's put them in our sling. Got something here. What's this? These are wild berries, I believe. I think they're poisonous too. What do we have here? Large branch. Let's put that in our suitcase. Just because that's a good crafting tool. Got here, we've got some mushrooms. Put that in our sling. We're basically going edible stuff in the sling, poisonous stuff in the fanny pack. It's kind of what I'm doing to help divide it out. There we go. What do we got? We got a broken branch. We'll put that in the suitcase. Because that's one thing I should go out and do, is secure, like, something to cook with for when the power goes out. Like a grill. Twigs, we'll throw that in the suitcase. Actually, if I could find some rocks, I could just make, like, a campfire. Yeah, what's this? What do we got? Oh, we got wild mint. That can go in the sling. And that gives us some seeds as well that we can plant. Got something over here. What do we got? Is that wild onions? Nice, we'll throw that in the sling too. It also got us some seeds. Now we need more than those 2 seeds. Got something over here. What do we got? Ah, camphor. It's a medical plant. We got some seeds for it too. This is a good little forage spot. Oh, looks like we got some rocks. Ooh, a flint nodule. Let's put that in there. And we also got the stone. We'll put that in our suitcase as well. Because we're going to need to practice our napping anyways. We're going to make certain tools. I think it's getting a little later in the day. Oh, we got something else over here. What do we got? Got black sage. Put that in the sling. That's also like medicinal herb type thing. What do we have here? Termites. Well, they're protein. Into the sling with you. What do we have here? What's that? Animal teeth. Put that in the container. That's kind of a raw resource. We can use that to make some stuff. What do we have here? A sharp flint flake. That can also go in the raw materials pile. More twigs. Got something over here. What do we got over here? More mushrooms. I think, if I remember correctly, let's check real quick. Oh, zoom. Character, info, fast reader, inventive, and I did take herbalist, so I should know if things are poisonous or not. Should. Got something over here. Got acorn. Nice. Into the sling. Acorns are definitely edible. You can like roast them and stuff. We got wild berries into the sling. Flint nodule into the suitcase. Yeah. This has been a very successful foraging expedition, I think. So we got our sling. All this is edible. We're going to throw all that into, you know, the fridge. So it stays fresh longer. Thought I heard something. That's just the music kicking in. I have to do something with that zombie. And we do need to, I think tomorrow's expedition in-game, we'll be going back to our original kind of fortified house and grabbing our tools that we left over there. So let's see here. Fridge. So berries, acorn. All this stuff. It says fresh. Mushrooms, onions. Termites. All of you can go into here. There we go. Let's see here. Acorns. Yeah, these are all good. Nice. Berries, those are all good. Sage, all good and fresh. Nice. Of course, carrots are good. So we can use this as a poultice on broken bones. This is for mild pain relief. Mint is just seasoning, basically. These mushrooms are all good mushrooms, so we can make like a stir fry or something. Termites can be used for fishing, which, if we could find a place with some water, like there should be some water, I think, this way. It'd be nice if we could find a map. So we got some stuff there. And then in here, we've got our crafting materials, which is our crafting material location here. So let's take this branch, the flint, all this stuff here. We're going to toss all that in there. Okay, now that sharp flint flake, it said we could research, so let's go look at that. So let's research this and see what we can learn to make here. Maybe we can make something good with this. I mean, we should be able to. This is one of the things you can use to make like an axe or a sharp stick. Okay, so we learned to make a couple things here. What did we just learn? Be nice if I had like discovered recipes. Recipes. What did we discover? Forge bucket, all that. Forge. I know we picked up a napping thing. Heading tool. Nails. Knit. Make aphids cure. Grind up camphor. Improvise flashlight. Prepare maki. Grind up plantain. Yep. You already need all that. Make plank with saw. Let's see here. Improvised screwdriver. Shivs. A snare trap actually might be a good idea. Oh yeah, we learned this this napstone all. I think that was what we made. Charge filters, sew belt. And we've learned to make a number of things here. We still gotta learn like how to grow stuff because we don't have like any agricultural knowledge, even though we know like things about all that other stuff. But let's see here. So these are those poisonous berries we found. Let's not eat those. As a matter of fact, I'll actually throw those in here for now. Same with these seeds. There we go. Alright. That takes care of that. I don't have a frying pan, do I? Strainer. Yep, see. Empty pan. Yeah, see. I'm gonna need a frying pan. Definitely gonna need a frying pan. Anything in here? Whetstone, empty bowl. Can I do anything else with it? Oh, I can create a fruit salad. Okay, so let's grab this empty bowl. We're going to take this empty bowl with us. Over here. And also, while we're over here, we're going to refill our water bottle. So, let's drink. Let's wash all of our clothes real quick. The other thing we're going to have to start doing is start stockpiling water. Did we just run out of water? Ew. Or did I just hit the wrong thing? Wash all clothes? Okay, no, I just hit the wrong button. But we're going to have to start figuring out long-term water. So I'm thinking one of our first things here is we'll have to work on getting like a rain barrel set up. Which, do we have a saw? I don't think we have a saw yet. No, we do have a saw. So we have a hacksaw. So we'll be able to use that to establish a rain barrel. So let's see here. Create salad from let's do zucchini. All right. And let's add. I'm gonna add some of the stale bread just to get it used up. And let's add. We'll add mushroom. There we go. Let's add. Let's see here. Let's add another mushroom. Oh, come on, stay on there. Let's also add a carrot. Thirst, unhappiness. Add a little bit of pepper seasoning. How's that look? Unhappiness and boredom. There we go. Let's say eat half. And then we'll go ahead and eat the rest of it. There we go. I like this whole just make a salad thing. It's a great way to really help our character out here. So we'll throw that here in the cupboard. And this bandage I'm going to throw here. There we go. Anything else I need to get rid of? Not really. Welcome to the stream, Guile. I'm saying that right. Working on getting our character set up for the evening. I need to go and loot some stuff here on the next day in game. I have to like seal up this area here. Copper scrap, car battery charger, handle's good. Another saw. So got some work to do around the base. We're getting started out here. We had seeds in here. You got suggestions or ideas or thoughts? Let me go close this window. I just realized I left open. Window. Close. Nope. Left. Alright. Gonna put our character. Let's go ahead and work out here, because we haven't done much in the way of working out with our characters. So exercise. Improves fitness. Improves strength. Sit-ups. And let's do like 20 minutes of burpees. That'll help get our character nice and tired, as well as improve our overall fitness. There we go. 10 more minutes. Yeah, I know you're going to be sore tomorrow, bud. I got it. You're also getting sweaty. That's the nature of this whole survival thing. The other thing we'll grab is some of the extra clothes laying around, because we've left some jackets and stuff, and we'll use that to make some repairs to our character's equipment, I think. Maybe even reinforce them some. Because you can, like, reinforce them with leather and things and make them a little more padded. To get a little better protection. All that's going to have to be fixed up. There we go. Close that up. That's easier on the ground. So let's put that back in our secondary. Put that back in our primary. There we go. That fixes our weight problems. And let's just go ahead and sleep right here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and sleep. Going to bed a little early in game, but it's alright. Our character's been working hard today, foraging, looting stuff. Apparently waking up early. Well, that was poor timing on my part. Let's find something to do here while our character is up and about on this, like, 2 a.m. here. Oh, we got some painkillers and stuff up here. You know what? We're going to take that downstairs with us. Yeah, let's also wear that on our front there. Wear that as well. It's in here. Let's fill our water. There we go. And that's just a toilet. Okay. It's one of those nice separated bathrooms. Alright. Got some jeans. They're in good condition. How do they compare to our jeans? We got these military pants, that's right. So let's cut those up. We use those to make some repairs to our jacket. That'd be a good thing to spend some time doing this morning before we head out in the game here. Got Word Search Magazine, paperback. Good. So we got some books in here to read too. Let's head downstairs. Don't hear any zombies around or anything. Forgot there's this key ring. Anything on said key ring? No, just another house key to somewhere. And sheet and pillow. That sheet could be good for the future, actually. Let's turn that on. Alright. Actually, let's turn that off and we'll close that door. I didn't mean to close myself in the room. There we go. Alright. Okay, let's see here. Clothes. We got this leather jacket. Let's inspect it. Tailoring. Fabric, needle. Okay, so we need to grab our stuff here. Let's come back over here. We've got at least one needle. Should have some thread. Yep. We'll grab that thread. This thread. And then let's grab. Where's my denim strips? There they are. Cool. Alright, so now let's patch all holes with denim strips. It won't be perfect, but it'll help us level up our tailoring. And it will overall improve it. Okay, there we go. So there's that jacket. Let's see here. What about this long sleeve shirt? Inspect. How are we doing? It looks fine. Expand. Inspect. There, good. So now we can add padding from what about this denim shirt? Inspect. Yeah, so let's go through this leather jacket here, actually. We'll do this one first. Inspect. So let's add padding. There we go. We'll just work our way through and add some extra denim to everything we can. That'll help reinforce the jacket, give us a little more protection. There we go. Right. How'd that do for our sewing stuff? Yeah, so it used up one of those threads and gave us. Yeah, so let's go take that. Go, yeah, I know. We're uncomfortable. Light. There we go. Actually, that's one thing we can go do. We'll go grab that sheet real quick. So we don't want zombies seeing in our house over here while we got the lights on. So window, add sheet. There we go. And close curtain. There we go. Nice. Alright, so mouse. Oh, can I not butcher said mouse? Cooking? Oh, yes. Butcher small game. There we go. Craft. There we go. And we'll throw him in the freezer there. Nice. Hate to be that guy sitting out here eating mice and stuff, but you know what? Sometimes eat mice. Survival is survival after all. Alright, now those rodent teeth I found, or the small animal teeth. There they are. I want to see what I can make with these animal teeth. We're going to find out. We can sharpen a jawbone. Okay, no, not building. Crafting. So let's do... So we can do a stone awl. You have learned this. Requires surface. Requires light. Takes 23 seconds. That's not bad. So we can use this to make a flint thing. And then we can use that to nap it. Okay. Make magnesium shavings. Right. Tie a rope. A rope belt. Okay. That's fine. What else can we do? Is there a way for me to show? No, not frequently used. What about stuff I've got? All right, it's here. Carpentry. So we can make some boards, which we do need to do. Carving. Already did that. Electrical. Knapping. So there's stone all and all that. Masonry. We do need mortar and pestle. So this drill plank's actually for starting fires, by the way. Pottery, apply glaze. Make shingle mold, make... Okay. Repair. Nope. Tailoring. Well, let's go back into here. Let's go ahead and make this board. Because that's part of the reason I brought back that large branch anyways. Might as well use it what I brought it for. Alright. Done. Now we can use that to make some more things if we want. Like these tongs. But I think I already have a pair of simple tongs somewhere. So let's just put this board in here. What is... I'm so curious about this sharpened jaw thing. Sharpened bone. Okay. Oh, we're not skilled enough to do it. We also don't have an improvised whetstone. Oh, okay. That's one of the outputs. What is this for, anyways? The things you learn. Alright. But it's morning. Character's also a little hungry. Let's see what we can do here. Let's create a salad. Use an onion. Add a little bit of stale bread. Add a mushroom. Add another mushroom. And then, come on, add some seasoning. There we go. It's not the greatest salad in the world, but keeps our character fed. And boom. There we go. Alright. Back onto the road. So that dead mouse is rotten. Okay. Rotten. Does this tell us anything? That's just a thing. Okay. Alright. Rotten. Just seeing if there's anything in here that we could make use of. Not really. Okay. And we gotta look around, make sure we don't have any unexpected zombies. And also, welcome to the stream, folks. I am streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. And that's going to be the plan for the future, you know? Okay, let's see if we got any genes on these zombies. The other thing I need to go get is my shovel, so I can start getting rid of some of these zombie corpses. Pants dirty. No. No jeans. Okay. Alright. But yeah, so I'll be streaming on both. Feel free to follow along either one. Also, I am watching chat, so feel free to ask questions, say things, etc. Right. So we've checked that place out. That has a lot of tools in it. Good future. All right, so we're going to pop over the fence back here. Because I left some stuff at a house down this way. Pants. What is this? Oh. I'm going to see if that was like leather or something. Yeah, I know. The zombie smell. I know. They don't smell good. Value on that one. Jeans. We'll take those because we can tear those up. Welcome, Lucy. Hope you're having a good night. Saw you join the stream there. What kind of jacket is this? Nope. Nope. Just make sure I'm seeing that right. Yeah, I can see that cuts up into denim, so. Jacket. Yep. Just looking for... Oh, there's some more jeans that we can cut up. Some more jeans. Alright. We're going to use these denim clothes to fix our stuff up here. I think this is the house I got most of my loot stashed at. Socks. Nope, nothing. Nope. I know there's got to be another leather jacket or two around here for us to get some more leather. Patch some things up with. Nope. There's a leather jacket. That's coming with us. Alright. But I hope everyone's having a good day out there. I hope everybody's staying nice and warm, because it is cold out where I'm at right now. A lot colder than it's supposed to be where I live. Alright, got some more jeans that we'll take. Go. Anything. Alright, what else we got? Can I do anything? I can cut up the belts. Alright, so belts are coming with us now. And so are these denim clothes. Sneakers, tank top. I'm just seeing if there's anything on here I care about. I'm going to take these watches with me now, actually, thinking about that. Because that's going to be a good way for us to level up our electronics in case we ever want to get a generator set up. Thinking about that in hindsight there. Yeah, my character is in a little bit of pain because I made him work out. In case people are wondering what's going on there. Alright. I know I saw a couple more pocket or wrist watches around here. I had a wristwatch. Might have been one of these guys up on the street. That's fine. We'll just go in here, get to this house, grab the stuff I left here. Because we got this broken branch we'll take with us. We'll add it. Come on, put it in the suitcase, please. It's got value as a fuel source. Actually, I don't need that. I'll take that one, though. Take the headphones, the knee pad, the leather strips. Take that and that. Take the rags, scrap electronic sleeping pills, wine. We'll take these things too, just in case. Put what you can in there. Alright. Find. Look. Want the books. Definitely want the books. Come on. All that in there then. Get in here, please. Is this full? Alright, so why are you not putting things in here? Come on. And all those will fit. Go. Alright. Take these long gloves too, and this knee pad. we'll leave the VHSs in here. That's right. We've got all of that. Is this actually full? It kind of is full. Oh, okay. Anything? Okay, the nails will fit in there. There we go. Small handle, scalpel, whetstone. Yep, you can get the whetstones. Pliers. Anything? Nope. Yeah, we're kind of heavily encumbered. All right. Well, we're gonna get a little risky. We're gonna grab as much as we can here from the kitchen. Don't care about any empty glass. We'll take the dead mouse. Actually, I will take all of this. Oh, my character's going to be complaining so much about the weight. Okay, we are extremely overloaded. Alright, we're going to have to lose some stuff here. That's my encumbrance reduction here. Alright, alright. Frying pan can stay. That make you happy? Empty bowls can stay. How's that? Carrying far too much, we can barely move. Yeah, okay. We'll have to make a couple trips, it seems. That's fine, we got all day to do it. Yep. Oh, it's starting to rain. So we'll go back, we'll upload all this stuff. And then we'll come back with an empty suitcase and grab all the food. Because the food's really kind of the important part here. Just gonna see if I see any more of those wristwatches as we wander by. Yep, there's one. We'll grab the wristwatch. Just because it's basically nothing. Yep. Alright. How you doing? Still okay. I mean, the only good news is this will help level up our strength a bit. Our fitness, not so much. Our strength, yes. I think I kind of hate the fact that we're already feeding our character mice, and it's only like, you know, so like the first week of survival here. But you know what? You can't, in a situation where infrastructure is broken down and all that, you can't really complain too much about what you have to do to survive. So I want to say, like, the people in this town were underprepared for an apocalypse. If I'm entirely honest. Okay, so in here, let's get the cereal, the chips, the crackers, mac and cheese. There. Do I have any food in here? No. Here? No. And no. Alright. The other thing we're going to do real quick is we are going to go ahead and butcher that mouse. Done. And then the mouse is going into the freezer. Come here, rodent meat. You're going in the freezer. Yo, what's up? Welcome, Lucy. Oh, we're working on survival in Project Zomboid. That's what's up. Day's going pretty well there, Lucy. What about your day? How's your day going? Alright, let's disassemble this. Your day's going pretty good? Good to hear. Yeah, we're just sitting here staying warm because it's cold here, but, you know, that's to be expected. We're right in the that winter storm. Oh yeah, I play lots of games. Like I did a um, good lord, Vintage Story stream yesterday, and I also did or earlier today, and I did a Outward 2 playtest stream as well, because I do like Outward. Up there. What about you? What kind of games do you like? There's other strips in here. Scrap electronics. It's great. Let's have. Sure, go ahead and say something about my channel if you want. There we go. I have to do it one at a time, aren't I? Get all these up. Get up all these dirty clothes. A lot of holes in that one. All right. You see, I thought you had a comment on my channel you want to make. Part of it's still figuring that kind of stuff out. Just kind of doing it on my own, you know. And I haven't put a lot of time into it. Also, you know, I'm kind of just back on Twitch, if I'm honest. I took a big break from Twitch and focused mostly on my YouTube. Also, I'm definitely not a VTuber by any stretch of the imagination. I just broke a tool, didn't I? Tool did I break? Yeah, I broke my paring knife. Can I repair it? Nope. Unfortunate. Alright. Yeah, I don't know if I can do anything with that. Let's put that in there. Let's find myself a new cutting implement. This pocket knife should work fine. We'll put these clean denim strips away. You have to watch the leather ones. Let's cut that up. I appreciate the offer, Lucy, but I don't generally talk work on my channel and all that during streams, so don't take that the wrong way. Let's wash all of these things here. Gonna be honest, Lucy, I'm not really looking for anyone to do any work right this second on my channel, but I appreciate the offer. Alright, there we go, folks. Got all that sorted out. Let's see here. Go put these away. Actually, what we can do, hold on. Let's go ahead and grab one of our needles here. Some of our thread. There we go. Because what we'll do before we head back out, there's our leather jacket. Let's inspect it here. Let's go ahead and patch that with some leather. Because leather actually gives you slightly better defense. Denim gives you +1/+1. This gives you +2/+1. There we go. Let's go ahead and add some denim there. We're just kind of increasing our armor value over as much as we can. Let's inspect these. And let's also add padding to all of these. Again, this will help us level up our tailoring. At least it used to. Skills. How's our tailoring doing? I mean, we got some... We ran out of thread. Hold on. Yep. Did we also run out of denim? Is that what's happened here? Got the denim. There we go. Add padding. Yeah, there we go. See, that is slowly getting us a small amount of tailoring XP. It's not a terrible amount. Let's inspect that. And we're going to add padding to all of this. This will also just give us extra protection from zombies, should we get a little too friendly with some zombies. Alright. Inspect this. Okay. So shirt, pants, that's all done. What about this long sleeve shirt? Let's inspect that. Can I patch this? I can add padding to my long sleeve shirt. I'm going to be wearing like 3 decent layers of protection here. Alright. Again, folks, I am watching chat, so if you have things that you want to talk about, it isn't like trying to get me to, are we out of fabric or needle and thread again? No, I got thread, got needle. I'm out of denim. Okay. There we go. Alright, so let's put that in there. So again, if you want to talk about stuff that isn't related to trying to do work for my channel, you're welcome to talk. Throw that in there. Okay, let's see here. Throw this. Actually, you know what? We'll throw the polo shirt in there too. Sorry. Can I sharpen this? Sharpen. There we go. Go ahead and sharpen this knife up here. This is going to be kind of our carrying around cutting tool. It's a very important thing to do in real life, by the way. Keep your knives sharp. Dull knife is a terrible tool to try and use. You'd be surprised what will dull a knife really quickly. Like cutting cardboard, for example. Terrible on knives. Paper in general, actually. Let's see here. That stones are fine, so we'll put both of those in there. There we go. So that's most of the stuff that goes out of that one into here. The belt we'll put into here for now. Same with this scalpel and handle. There we go. Alright. I'll leave this open. Let's see about making our character something to eat here. More. Can I do anything with this? No. And I didn't bring back. So let's just do. Well, let's grab. You know what? I'm gonna grab these here rodent meats. Put those in my inventory. Gonna come down here, somewhere around here. I've got like pan. I have like a roasting pan. I don't have a roasting pan, so we'll just have to make do with this pan here. Put that in there. There we go. Put these in here. Turn that on. We're gonna cook these up. Yeah, cook us up a little bit of rodent meat. Mostly because I want to see if that can help us make them more appetizing to our character. You know, I get it. You know, rat and mouse is not something normally in my diet either. But, again, survival situations are survival situations. I feel like these are going to cook pretty fast. Yeah, they're still making us a bit unhappy. That's interesting. We can use these as fishing bait. There we go. Alright. Yep. What can we do here? This one, please. Alright. Create salad. So we can do the rodent meat. Alright. Let's add a little bit of bread. Let's add some seasoning. It's not bad, considering we're just kind of throwing random stuff in there. Let's go ahead and eat all that. We're kind of hungry. Alright, that's a bit better. We're going to throw this here in the fridge for now. We're going to throw that back in here. I'm going to have to do some more foraging, I think, to really sort out our stuff. Alright, let's see if we can't get back down here to the house we left in the south. Grab some more of our food now that we've offloaded. I forgot to offload all that, but that'll be alright. We've got a lot of stuff here we can put in our suitcase. Unfortunately, our clothes, while they provide us a nice amount of protection, as you can see, look at that. That's really good protection, considering. Minus our hands and head, but no. Our shoes could be better. But we haven't found a pair of like military boots or anything yet. But those are taking up a lot of our weight. But as we level up our strength and fitness, we'll be able to carry more without problem. There we go. Alright. Hungry again already, man. I was hoping that rodent and bread salad, which I don't know how that qualifies as a salad, but hey, you know, I'm not going to argue with the game that that qualifies as a salad somehow. Grab all of this. We're going to put all that in our suitcase. Then all this frozen stuff into the suitcase, please. all of that. Grab the frying pan this time. Actually, I'll grab the empty bowls too, because they have value. Just tell I don't care about. Empty pan. Ooh, pot. Pot is very good. Stale bread and crackers. We'll take those. Some more empty pots. Yeast and grape juice. Chili. I know we got a can opener, but I'll take an extra one. Let's take the roasting pan, maybe? And a regular pan. There we go. We're heavily encumbered, but it's better than not having these things. And again, it's helping our strength out. I mean, we're doing pretty good on getting our strength up. How are tailoring do? I've got like 14 points of tailoring XP from doing all that. You can see all the patches on our character's clothes from where we've added it all. That's fun. Alright. Yeah. There we go. So I haven't found the shovel. I think the shovel might actually be in this little storehouse that's over this way. Because I know I saw a shovel earlier in my playthrough, in my previous stream of this. Alright. We're still doing pretty well. We've survived 5 days so far. And we're working pretty hard on securing, well, a decent backlog of food. Honestly, we're going to need to set up, like, a meat drying rack or something. So that we can, like, dry some of this meat out, make some jerky or something. Or, like, find a dehydrator. That would also be good. Now, the other thing we need to do is we're going to put this pot on the ground. And we're going to take these pots, put those on the ground. Because I want them to fill up. And we're going to do the same thing with these bowls as well. There we go. Because we're going to let all those fill up with water. Because I'm going to start backlogging water. It's a very important thing. So, frozen, frozen, frozen. So now we got to get all the frozen stuff. That. Let's see here. That. Some chicken. All this stuff that is meat-like, we're going to put in the freezer. Did I miss these fish fingers? Looks like I missed the fish fingers. Fish fingers need to stay frozen too. Yep, now I got them. There they are. Okay. In the fridge, let's get beef patty, the bread, the butter, Marlow, grape juice, lettuce definitely needs to be in the muffin. All these. Processed cheese. Well, I mean, the sunflower seeds don't need to be. That's fine. There we go. Get all that in the fridge. Keep it fresh longer while we have power. Alright, then in here we can put the crackers, frying pan, the mustard, sunflower seeds, and the yeast. The frying pan will let us do things like make stir fries and stuff. Alright, and then in here we also have the chili, which we can add. The can opener. That's all that. And then in my inventory, got these two lovely cooking pans, which we'll throw in here as well. Beautiful. Alright. That gives us a nice amount of stuff. And we'll go outside and check our water storage here in a second. I'm going to go upstairs and put away our books. I think it was this bedroom. Yeah, it's this one that I'm kind of living in here. I meant to do this when we were here last time. I just failed. Alright, books into the bookshelf. And that phone book will become firewood, basically, at some point. Because I don't think we're going to be calling anybody in the apocalypse. I'm just going to be honest. I don't know that anyone's phone service is going to still be set up. And if it is, they got a real good service provider. Their service providers willing to face the apocalypse to keep the phone lines running. Especially since this is supposed to be taking place in, like, the 80s, 90s. So, there's all landlines, no cell phones. Alright, let's go out here, go out the back door, check our water. The great thing is, what we can do... Yep. Are all these filled? Yes, beautiful. We're going to grab all this, we're going to just quickly throw it in our inventory. Okay. Come on. Pick it all up, please. There we go. We're going to be over-encumbered for just a moment, as we are carrying, like, you know, several gallons of water. Alright, we're going to come in here, we're going to get this out. That's right, yeah, so we'll put that in there. Beautiful. Okay, we'll grab these, we're going to put all these in here. There we go. I'm going to minimize that. Cool, we're going to turn this on. And we're going to boil the water. Now we're going to clean this water. Now, this only works for pathogens in the water. This does not work for, like, dirt and debris. Well, that's interesting. The bowls are not boiling. Okay. Good to know. In that case, let's just empty those. Actually, what we can do, I got a solution. We'll grab this kettle here. There we go. We can do it this way. We'll transfer liquid to... Okay, come on. To the empty kettle. All of it. And we'll say... Alright. We'll take this bowl and we'll pour all that in there. There we go. And we can take this kettle and we can throw it in the stove. And turn that on. And get this heated up and cleaned up. And just let it store some non-tainted water, basically. There we go. Turn off. Beautiful. And we got some nice clean water that we can just store in here. There we go. Nice. Okay, let's see what we can do food-wise, because our character's kind of hungry. So let's see if we can't create a stir-fry. So let's use... We use some of this stale meat here, just to get rid of it. I need keeping the stale meat around. Let's add an onion. Oh yeah, that's looking real good so far. Let's see here. We'll add some pepper. Get a little seasoning in there. Get it flavored up for us. Oh yeah, that's working good in here. Let's see here. We got some butter too. Let's add a little bit of butter. Nice. And we'll add a little bit of this common mallow. That'll help us, you know, stay healthy. And add a little bit of red meat just to get some of that used up. Alright, let's go cook this. Pretty hungry. Actually, let's add a little bit more to it. What else can we add in here? We'll add some bacon. Bacon makes everything better, right, folks? Oh, yeah. That's going to make our character real happy right there. Turn that on. And get this cooked. We need some more vegetables, so this is where we're going to have to go do some more foraging here. Probably tomorrow. And we're also going to have to go secure some tools, I think. I think our next goal will be getting a shovel. We need to find an axe in some manner. So we can get more wood more easily, so we can do things like board up windows and stuff. Kind of fortify the bottom of the house here. And then a shovel so we can get rid of zombie corpses. And from there, I think we also need to do some foraging to acquire more vegetables. And then I think we need to find some way to set up a power grid. One of the things that I kind of wish this game had from a game called Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead is the ability to set up, like, you know, solar grids. Because in Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, you can go around and basically salvage solar panels from different places and have solar panels, and then get, like, car batteries and stuff, and basically improvise together a power grid to run, like, your things like your refrigerators and stuff in the game. I want to see them bring that kind of detail to Project Zomboid. Now, with this game taking place in the 80s, that I could see their justification for saying that that's just not a thing in the 80s as much. So, you know, I could see that maybe being a justification for that not really being a thing. I'd like to hear y'all's comments. No, don't put it back in there, please. I don't need you to overcook the nice, lovely stir fry we just made. Let's wash all our clothes, because they're kind of dirty. The other thing I'm going to need to do, I just realized this, I'm going to really have to start leveling my carpentry so I can get things like rain catchers out and about. Because we just missed a good rain day here. Alright, wash yourself. That's a major thing we're going to have to work on. I'm gathering the trash bags for them, but I've not leveled my carpentry enough to do that. Let's pull our water bottle. And let's also drink. There we go. Everybody's happy. Good. Actually, I'm going to eat the rest of it. I'm just going to eat the rest of the stir fry. My character's going to be a little overfed. But we've been losing weight. We want to kind of keep that up. There we go. Alright. Frying pan up. There we go. Let's go upstairs. It's about 10 p.m. in the game. Let's go to our room here. Close the door. Maybe. Over here. We'll do some exercise real quick. And actually here. We'll just do it this way. It'll be fine. Just do our 20 minutes of burpees. So strain our character a bit, but you know, he's got a no pain, no gain, as they say, right? And then we'll do a little bit of reading on some of these books we brought back. And we'll put our character to bed probably about 11:30, because he woke up too early this morning in game. So we kind of need to get him sleeping in a little later. There we go. Almost done with our burpees. Cool. There we go. All right. Put this back in our secondary. Put that back on our back. Put this back in our front. And back in our primary. And just in case a zombie somehow gets into our bedroom in the middle of the night. Okay. So let's do... I mean, cooking could be good. Actually, yeah, we'll do the cooking one first here. Because the faster we level up cooking, the better meals we can make. There we go. Read here. Speed up time a little bit. I think we'll push it till, say, about almost midnight. There we go. Alright, cool. Let's stop reading. Put this back. And then we're going to sleep. I'm sure our character's going to sleep hard tonight. Oh, yeah. There we go. Because I think I also took... No, I didn't take the trait to make him wakeful, so he still needs a good amount of sleep. Okay, there we go. Oh, well, we slept too long this time. We overdid it a little bit. That's alright. We'll just wear him out today. There we go. He's not too hungry right now. How's his weight looking? It still says he's losing weight. Even after we gave him that fine meal of, you know, stale pork chops, mallow, and, you know, a little bit of rat meat that we found. Don't see any zombies. Good. Alright, let's go back to that house where we had kind of stuff posted up. Actually, we'll go check this storage shed over here, kind of just north of us here. See if there's anything there. There was a scream in the distance somewhere. That'll be attracting zombies. If we can find a shovel over here, and I'm not super worried about the axe. We can always make an axe if we need to. And you can also forage most of the wood you need. It's not super efficient, but you can do that. But if we can find a shovel, that'll let us get rid of the zombies. Let's see here. We got... Yep, there's a shovel right there. Done. Alright. I knew I'd seen one earlier. Sleeping bag. You know, I'm kind of tempted to take that sleeping bag with me just because it would... We can use it for, like, you know, a little better sleeping. Actually, I'm going to take one of these file sets with me. I'm going to take this fiberglass tape with me. Leave the steel piece here. I'll leave the welding stuff here. We'll take the paper back and one sleeping bag. And actually, I'll take the tarps too. The tarps we can also use to make those rain catchers. Let me just toss all these extra bits into the suitcase. I just saw a tree shake. I don't like it when I see the trees shake. That sometimes means there's a zombie nearby. Tire iron. We'll definitely take the tire iron. Don't want to leave that in here. That ratchet set's actually really good too. Which is better, the spade or the shovel? Doesn't look like it says. I'm just going to take all the tools. They kind of got a workshop area set up at the house, and I'd rather do it there. We'll take the sack of sand with us, too. Just because we can always empty out the sack and use it somewhere else. There we go. Alright, so let's go back, unload the things we don't need. And then we'll go do the foraging, because we got the stuff we cared about. Minus the, we didn't get an axe, but that's fine. I got the stuff I can make an axe. At this point. With that shovel, we'll dig a couple graves, get rid of these zombies. Clean up the yard some, you know. I forgot we have a basement we need to go and check. I didn't even forget what's in the basement. Alright. There we go. This is all closed up. I should move my workshop stuff into there at some point. This is where I'm storing stuff for now. That's your tape, wrench, file set, tarp, tire iron. Go in there. Yeah, that stuff weighs a lot too. Like these tarps are 2 pounds each. Or 2 weight units each, I should say. Because it's not actually pounds. I think it's kilograms, technically. This bag of sand. No, we want to keep the pocket knife. You know what? I'll leave the screwdriver for now, too. Because I'm not doing a whole lot of disassembly out and about. Yeah, I know, bud, you're in pain. There we go. Alright, we'll take this stuff upstairs. And we're going to come over here. I'm going to eat that mild sage there. It's going to make my character a little unhappy because it's stale. But it should help with the pain a little bit. Yeah, there we go. It reduced the pain some. So the black sage is a painkiller. Yep. Alright. Books. There we go. Actually, I should just leave this pistol here. I can't use it anyways. Heck, can I put this on the bed? I wonder if I can put the sleeping bag on the bed. Let's find out. Oh. Unpack. Gotta actually unroll it there. Right, cheap sleeping bag. More place. Root. Let's see here. What is it? Tab. Rotate. Nope. 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 Place. Alright. How do I rotate? I gotta remember how to rotate these things. Oh, goodness. So let's do this. We'll place it here for now. Let's tab. Rotate. Nope. Rotate. There we go. So let's pick this up. Place it back down. Can I place it on here? No. Okay. That's fine. That answers my question. So I'll just put it here. It can just leave. It can just stay here. All right. All right. All right. Well, it was a thought. It was a thought. It was an experiment. I'll pick it up later because I think you can also research it because I think you can use it to make some stuff. Like I think you can use it to make a bag of some kind. I know I've been down here, but I can't remember if there's anything down here I care about right now. Oh, right. This is the weird house with all the weird crafting and stuff. Can we actually work out with this? Like, this is the person that had, like, the magazine on making explosives. Right. Which we read, and then they had, like, electronics and stuff. Well, I don't know what's going on down here, but, you know. This person was having an interesting life, I guess. Right, we also got some tools down here, which is good. A lot of tools down here, actually. Maybe that's why I was staying in this house, just how many tools are down here. Stuff. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright, I keep getting distracted by, you know, re-exploring the house I've already been at. Okay. So that happens when you don't play it for a couple days, you forget what all you had going on in the game. Alright, well, we still have our shovel. Yep, alright. So we got some water there. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over like here, I think. And this is going to be where we get rid of zombies, I think. So let's build Charcoal burning pile. No. Miscellaneous? No. No. Oh, where is it? I mean, we can make a charcoal burning pit, which would be cool, but that's not what I'm looking for. Grave? Nope. Hold on. It's just a right click, isn't it? Shovel. Dig grave. So you're going like, why can't I get this to work? Because I'm doing it the wrong way. There we go. And let's dig one more. Alright, there we go. Okay. Alright. Zombie. He has a butter knife, which we'll take for fun. Take these maggots as well, just because we can use those for fishing. Take the jeans, because we can cut those up. Can I do anything with this watch? No. What about this? Nah, nope. Don't care about that. Alright, so let's grab corpse. Yep. I know, bud. He's heavy. He's real heavy. Which people are heavy, by the way. But look at it this way. It's good strength training. Alright. Let's bury that corpse. So each one of these graves will hold 5. There we go. That's one down. You got like, what, 2 more laying around here somewhere? Well, this will help us get rid of the smell and disease. Because apparently you can get, like, corpse disease in this game. Where, like, you know, you'll get sick just from the corpses around. Nothing we care about on this one. Alright, grab corpse. And there we go. Gotta clean up the yard. Can't have them stinking up the place and getting people sick. Us being the people. There we go. Yeah, I know, we're getting tired. A little uncomfortable. Yeah, I know. Working hard. And bury corpse. There we go. Alright, so let's equip that in our primary, secondary, and the shovel can go back into storage. There we go. Let's sit on ground for a second. You're not going to let me rest, are you? Okay. We'll have to go inside and take a little break. But it'll give us a chance to refill our water bottle, too, because we ran our character out of water. And then we get to the foraging, like I wanted to do. Get some more vegetables for our character's diet. Make stir fries and all that. A little bit more balanced. There we go. That's what I want to use. Alright. Chrome sink. Wash your clothes, because we want to get all the zombie smell off of us. Give our character something to do. While he takes a breather. And wash ourselves, because we don't smell like a zombie. Because unfortunately, this isn't like, you know, The Walking Dead, where smelling like a zombie and whatnot will help you avoid them. There we go. And drink. Alright, cool. Pick up dung. Weird. Alright, well, let's go ahead and put our shovel away for now. We'll just put this in here. Save ourselves a bunch of weight where we can. No, it's not a lot, but it's something. There we go. Alright. Oh, wait, I was going to take a little break. I'm going to go sit down in one of these chairs, take a moment. Rest for a second. There we go. This will help our character get over his exhaustion. It's getting a little later out than I'd like to go out and forage. How's the new build? It's actually pretty good, general efficiency. I enjoy it. This is the multiplayer version, by the way. So theoretically, I could do multiplayer. But my normal group I normally do multiplayer with for Project Zomboid. I haven't heard from them about it. Although one of them did mention it to me the other day. But then they kind of disappeared on me, as they do. Right now we're working on securing our home and food stuff, so I'm out doing some foraging to try and get some more food for my character. What do we have here? Oh, we found some wild tomatoes. We'll do the whole edible food goes in the sling, and poisonous stuff goes in the fanny pack again. This is what my kind of pattern is. What you up to there, general efficiency? What do we got here? Got a rock. They can go in the suitcase. I personally kind of like how they've done the new, like, foraging system compared to the old system. What do we have here? We got a rock. No, we'll put that in our suitcase. Soon we'll be able to build a fire pit. Just a few more rocks. Oh, what do we got over here? Got grape leaves. Nice. These can go in the sling. So, general efficiency. You ever play Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead? Got something over here. What do we find? We found a stick. Fantastic. Stick. Seeing a lot of movement in the trees over there. Just when I saw something. Alright. Back to foraging. Got something over here. What do we got? Oh, got another sharp flint. There we go. Trying not to get too far into the forest here, just because the trees do limit your visibility so much on, like, zombies and stuff. I don't really want the roach. You know, we'll throw it in the fanny pack. We can always use it as fishing bait or something. What's this? We found a box of screws. We foraged up a whole box of screws. Yeah, I love the changes to the foraging system. It's those wild screws, you know. You gotta hunt them down and hit the box of screws over the head with a stick before they escape. There we go. We got some mushrooms. Those are non-poisonous. My character thankfully has the skills for identifying poisonous versus not poisonous foods. What do we got? We got a flat, smooth stone. I'm not familiar with what that one's for. It is heavy as heck, though. Oh, goodness. We're gonna have to head back here. What's this? We got here grasshopper. I'll put that in the fanny pack. That's more That's more fishing bait if we ever find a place to fish, or like build a bird trap or something. I was going to keep foraging on the road because apparently the road is home to the wild box of screws. Who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky and find a wild box of nails. Yep, there was something back here. What did we find? Your Firefox crashed? Oh no. We found limestone. I've never seen limestone before in the game. That's a first. Alright, how bad's my... Yeah, we're kind of starting to feel that exercise there. Limestone. Yes. Yes, behold the might of the limestone. It is moved even from Vintage Story into Project Zomboid. It's drive-in theater. Alright, let's see here. This should take us right back to our house. Yes? Yes. See if we find anything in this area. This counts as farmland, so we should find some stuff in here. Found another rock, basically. Which is actually good. I mean, those have a use. What do we have here? Got some more black sage. Nice. We'll put that in the bag. Actually, I'm even going to eat one of those real quick. Let's just eat that real quick. There we go. It's a natural painkiller is what that is. Oh, we got something over here. What do we got? Got common mallow again. Good. We'll take that. Yeah. I'm going to disable search mode for now. I'm going to go inside and offload some of this lovely loot. Like that large flat rock that is weighing us down to Kingdom Come. I'm not even sure what the large flat rock is for. Okay, so let's put... What is this for? Is there like... Show crafting recipes it's used in. Oh, so we can use this to make axe heads and stuff. Okay. Alright. What about building recipes? Apparently we can also use it in building recipes. Stone cabinet. We can make a stone cabinet. There you go, folks. And it's so big it won't even fit in that cabinet right now. In there. Alright. That should help you out there, bud. Okay, we're going to throw all these things into storage here. Alright. Anything in here I haven't researched yet? Doesn't look like it. Because that's one of the other things they now have. You have to research like the recipes by researching items and stuff. Okay. Put these branches over here. Alright. Character's hungry and tired. Let's see what craft recipes we can use this in. Sticks. Yep. Trowel. Splint. Okay. All of that. And let's see the build recipes. Because there are some build recipes I want to try and make. Small wooden bookcase, screwed cross, lean-to, log, fire pit, stones. I need clay cement. How do I make clay cement? Possible items? Concrete. Clay cement. How do I get clay cement? That's buildings. Let's go into the craft menu. Masonry. Masonry. Clay cement. I need water, clay, bag of sand. I have the bag of sand. And I have a bucket somewhere. Clay cement from grass. Oh, I can also use grass. Okay. Neat. I have no source of clay, but neat. Alright, let's throw our food that we harvested from the wild into here. Throw all that in the fridge. Alright. Yeah, I'm just going to throw these in here too, because why not? We'll keep that fish bait nice and fresh. And then in here is where I'm storing my seeds. We got some tomato seeds. Alright. I'll move all my seeds over to here. So let's see here. Seeds. Seeds. More seeds. More seeds. Yep, seeds right there. Seeds can go in here real quick. Saw something I needed to collapse. There it is. There we go. Alright, we're going to put all the seeds over here. There we go. Try and keep things mildly organized here. Community Project Zomboid night. When? I mean, I'm down for it. I used to run a Project Zomboid server for my friends back in the day. And then they all went off and got lives. I mean, I fell into that category. We went out and got lives and got busy and, you know, lost track of that kind of things. And I guarantee you, if I was like, hey guys, I'm setting up a Community Project Zomboid server, they'd probably crash to the Discord immediately and be like, we're Project Zomboid. You know, because some of them now actually have time to play games again. So, I'm down. Give me like 4 or 5 more Patreons and we can make that happen. I'll set up a dedicated server. But alright. We could make a salad. See, look at all this cool stuff we can make a salad out of now. Like, we could throw some of this fresh cooked rodent meat in there. Don't ask me why there's rodent meat in my salad. It's fine. Let's add... Ooh, I forgot. We found some lettuce. Oh, yeah, no, it'd be great. I'd totally do that. I'd totally stream that and just be like, this is the nonsense going on. Gonna add some of this stale bread to my salad. Yeah, let's see here. Let's add some grape leaves. And let's add... We'll add a tomato. Tomato's good in a salad, right? Oh yeah, this salad's looking pretty nice. Let's add some stale mutton chop, just to help get rid of it. And then we can add... I'm going to add some mustard as a salad dressing. That actually improved the salad considerably. And we can also add some common mallow seasoning. That's even better, man. We're getting there. Some pepper. Oh man, it's like a fantastic salad. And we'll just throw some sunflower seeds in there for some crunch. Give it that extra crunch there. Oh yeah. Let's just wolf down on that salad there. But yeah, no general efficiency. I'm totally down for that. I'll go ahead and start editing that stuff on the Discord and just seeing what kind of interest we have in it. Actually, let's go ahead and make another salad real quick because my character's still kind of hungry. So we'll do some more rodent meat to get rid of it. Add some mushrooms. Let's see here. We'll add some lettuce again. And we'll add some of the stale bread again. Do the grape leaves. What I really need to be able to do is like save like these recipes I'm creating and be like, if you have the ingredients, please add these on there. We'll do this common mallow again. That'll be good for now. Let's just eat that. There we go. I'm impressed that that did not fill up our character. Like, he did not get full from that. He's... Alright. Our character must be pretty hungry. It's also getting pretty late. He's ridiculously tired. We're just gonna go ahead and put him to sleep. Normally I'd make him exercise. And I think our character's gonna sleep in late again. So don't like... Yep, he's gonna sleep in late. You see this? Alright. Let's go refill our water. We head out. Oh, we're dirty again. Wash all our clothes real quick. Gotta do the general maintenance. Gotta keep our character happy and healthy. Wash yourself. There we go. Drink. And refill the water. Okay, there we go. That's pretty good. Alright. So we're pretty good there. We probably should go do some more looting, because we've got enough food for the moment. Now at this point, we're really just kind of looking for extra gear that would be nice to have. So let's go down this way, because I saw some more houses down this way that we hadn't really looked into. Let's see if the zombies have kind of moved on, because they were kind of hanging out in that area kind of hard. So you'll see they've moved on here. It'd also be nice to find like a source of clay or maybe a place to go fishing or something. Give us some more variety in our diet. Or some more access to other supplies and resources. I do think a Project Zomboid stream could be, or a community stream could be a lot of fun. Because I know Army Bacon would totally join that. Army Bacon likes Project Zomboid. Oh, we got a zombie here with a cowboy hat. Yeah, we got a couple of them. Hello, zombies. How you doing? You being a zombie today? Oh, goodness. You knocked off my hat. Bad. Bad. Bad zombie. You see that? Where? She scratched my shin. Not allowed. Bad zombie. Where'd the other one go? There he comes. Yep, there's two more. Okay. That's the problem when they come over the fence like that. They can become lungers on the ground. Game, not a time to lag, game. Stay down, please. There we go. Alright. Anything in here I really care about? I'll take the jeans. And... anyone got like a clean shirt or something I can tear up? Not really. Let's rip that up and see if I get any clean rags here. You don't get... Sometimes you get clean rags, sometimes you don't. Okay. Still thought I saw a zombie with a, like, cowboy hat. Yeah, there's another one back in there. You have to get rid of him before this becomes a problem. It's not the one that had the cowboy hat, though. Alright. Take the jeans. Strip that up. Still seeing if I can get a clean rag here. Yep, I got one clean rag. In case I need to replace my other rag. Or my other bandage. Alright. Well, it looks like we've gotten them all now. Alright. Now, there were some over here previously. Not seeing as many. There's like one down that way. That's a lawn gnome. Okay. Like, what's behind this thing? It's a zombie? No, it's a lawn gnome. Far more terrifying. Can I do anything with the lawn gnome? No. Anybody in here? Nothing. Zombies. There's one. I knew you were going to take note of me. Oh, there was one in there. Anybody else besides that one? I hear somebody. Yeah, there's one. Okay, so we're going to slowly move our way back this way so that if he breaks that window, he's not behind us. That one's dealt with. We got some more jeans we can use to reinforce our clothes. This one got some more jeans. Let's drop this on the ground. And... oh, that's still fresh, amazingly. Hunting jacket. Yes, come with me, hunting jacket. Disposable camera. Take the glue. Take the copper scrap. Disposable camera. Toss it. Alright. Garbage bag and go in here. Had my angle slightly off there and couldn't see him. Alright. That zombie was not wearing pants. There we go. No, I'm not going through the window he broke. Alright, I left my suitcase outside. There we go. Suitcase. Equip secondary. There we go. Alright, anybody else in here still? Bathroom zombie? Don't care about that. Right sink. Fill our water. Let's wash all the bandages just in case I need them. Alright. We're getting there. We're getting there. Anything else I want to do? All that we'll wash when we get home. I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time washing stuff here. Let's see here. Wow. There's nothing on that bookshelf. Whisk and spatula. We'll take the food. Why are you not letting me put the food in here? Game? Okay. That's weird. Take the frozen peas as well. Nice. Any zombies in here? Nothing in the laundry room. We'll close this back door. There we go. Alright. Oh, we got some vinegar. Vinegar is actually really good. Nothing than that. Some more vinegar. Also, still decent. Just nothing. Alright. Let's see here. Device options. We'll take the battery. And I don't have my screwdriver on me to disassemble that. Oh, just this house is just food poor. Oh, we got a stale bell pepper though. We'll take that. And a kitchen knife. Definitely take that. And the salt. Good find. Little. We don't have a lot of salt left, but we got some. All right, let's go here. Got a dog chew toy. And we got a book. We'll take the book. Book is good. I kind of want to take the dog chew toy, but it doesn't help us. Anybody upstairs? Sometimes when there's a zombie downstairs, you'll find one upstairs. Nobody in there. Here? Anybody? No. No zombies. Okay. Take the bandages. Some more bandages. We'll take those. We'll take the paperback. And we'll take the magazine as well. I find it interesting the clone is listed as tainted. Alright, is there anything in here? No, nothing. Just an office. Not really. Don't need that many magazines. Oh, what's that? This is the room I want. Oh, in here. Oh, we got another key to a house somewhere. Strapped shoes, shorts, t-shirts, blah, blah, blah. No, just a bunch of clothes that we don't care about. And then a little coat rack. Okay. This house was not a particularly good house. Anybody outside? Let's see here. How's this vehicle? Oh, this vehicle's near pristine. Like, there are some things you can improve about it, but it's, like, near perfect. And unlocked. Oh, my goodness. Not going to complain about that. Plastic bags. There's some stuff in the plastic bag. Alright. Salami we'll take with us. The pork rinds. The canned fruit cocktail. Nice. Oh, man. Look at this one. Alright, so this was rotten. That can go in that one. That's rotten. That can go in this one. The rest of this, while stale, you know, we can take with us. Alright, so we'll grab the rest of this. Well, that can go... Just put as much as you can in there. The soda can go in there. Beautiful. And we got a revolver as well. Look at that. And another bandage. Nice. Alright, I'll take this photo of a soldier. Unfortunately, we don't have any way to start this car. I was hoping we would find, you know, like the keys, but we did not. I didn't even check to see how much gas was in this thing. This would be great if we could get, like, keys to it. It's empty. Okay. Alright, well, you know. You can't get everything you want, right? And nothing there. So that house is all cleared out. That's an empty tin can. Got some zombies down there hanging out. Anybody home? Let's head back, because we've got kind of a heavy load. And we also got a nice amount of, you know, non-perishable food. Keep us going for a good while. There's some zombies in there. That house had a bad time. Like, you can see, like, blood and stuff in there and a zombie. It's in the garbage bags. Alright, so let's put both of these on the ground. This one has a fillet knife that's dull, but we'll take it. And we've still got a diet soda. This one's got a bunch of rotten stuff that we'll throw back in the trash can. And then we can take these garbage bags with us. These garbage bags are actually a valuable commodity in this game. All right. We'll do a bit of foraging while we're wandering home. We found a thing right there. Look at that. Look at that in there. Yeah. See if we can't find a little extra stuff here. Just a few free pickups. Never know what you might find. I'm especially looking for, like, wild vegetables and stuff. We got something here. What's this? It's another cockroach. Well, we'll just take it with us. We'll use it as fishing bait at some point or something. I think we can also use it in, like, traps. Like, if we set up, like, a bird trap or something, we can use it bait in that, I think. Small game traps. Gotta have to check that. My character is not super proficient at trapping, so I haven't really tried it. Oh, we got something right here. Right out the back door. It is a grasshopper. There. Alright, let's drop off the perishables. Let's see here, like this chocolate milk needs to go in there. The bologna needs to go in there. Onion. Frozen peas need to go in here. Stale cheese and the salami need to go in the fridge. Same with the tomatoes. Alright, I think that's all the cold stuff. The rest of this can go in the regular, just that way the mayonnaise needs to go in the fridge. The rest of that can just go in the cabinet. Alright, mayonnaise in the fridge with you. Alright, there's that. Cockroach and the grasshopper, they can also go in the fridge. Got to keep my fishing bait fresh. The bottle of soda can go under here. Alright. Any other food I'm carrying? No. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Very successful hunt and, stuff. Let's wash all of our clothing. Just get our character cleaned up a bit. Always do it whenever we come in from a long haul. Again, I am watching chat if people want to chit-chat and ask questions and stuff. Alright. Wash ourselves. And drink. There we go. Cool. That's all settled nicely. Now, I want to look at this hunter's vest that we found. Let's unpack that. And also, let's go ahead. We have this knife. Let's sharpen this knife. Sharpen blade. Just make this knife reusable here a bit better. Because unfortunately it's not in good shape, so I don't know how long it's going to last, but we'll use it as best we can. There we go. Alright. Let's go take a look at that knife. That one also needs to be sharpened at some point. That didn't sharpen it. Why didn't that sharpen? Unless it can't be any sharper than that. That would be most unfortunate. So let's cut that up. I'm just going to cut all these up. I don't care about these items. I've got enough clothes. And besides, using all these extra pieces will let us, like, do some tailoring and stuff. There we go. Let's cut that up as well, because that's actually pretty tore up anyways. I'm curious about this hunter's vest, though, because I've never seen it before. Be nice if it added, like, extra pockets or storage or something. There we go. Let's put our trash bags in there. This one in here. Put the blue in here. Put the rock in here. Put the copper scrap in here. Put our dull flint, or our dull knife in there as well. Put that. Butter knife in here. This we're gonna cut up. All right, there we go. Put that in here. Our pocket knife needs to be sharpened. Oh, I think I see how this works. I think it can't get sharper than its condition. Interesting. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Inspect. Can't be repaired. Okay. Is that just because I don't have the stuff to repair it on me? So, like, if I grab, like, a needle and some thread. Now let's inspect it again. Still says can't be repaired. Okay, so I guess you can't repair this. Some of these things can't be repaired. Unfortunate. Alright. With patches. Yep, I can't even tear this up. Oh, I don't think I want this thing. Okay. Yeah, I can't even, like, destroy it. Alright, well, we'll just throw it in here, because it's warm, I guess, so we'll save it in case we need warm clothing. Some of those new items they've added to the game. Alright, so let's go drop these off. Then we'll feed our character, because I think we're definitely going to need, like, a good stir fry tonight. I think what we'll do... Yep. Over here, we'll just throw that extra denim in there. There we go. Alright, oh, we should also check our health. Just bandage. Okay, we're fully healed already. Look at that. Look at that. Already fully healed. Beautiful. Wash that bandage real quick. There we go. Cool. Alright, let's see here. Let's get our frying pan. Can I do anything with this? No. So we'll make a stir fry. Let's use sausage as our base. There we go. And let's add to that. Add some peas. I actually like peas in my stir fry in real life. So let's see here. Also adds an onion. Onion would be good in this. Nice. Yep. Yep. All right. And then let's add some butter. Gotta have some butter in stir fry. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that boost to our happiness. All right. Let's add bell pepper. Or is that increasing our unhappiness? I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's see here. Not eat. Let's see what we have currently. Come on. We currently have butter, so let's see here. So let's add a little salt and pepper. There we go. Looking good. Let's add some of this common marlow, or mallow. I think it's mallow. There we go. And add a little bit of vinegar, too. There we go. That's the best stir fry we can possibly make. All right, let's come over here to the stove. Stir fry. Turn this thing on and get this thing cooked up. Our character is going to be an expert in apocalypse cooking. Going to be the best apocalypse cook. Mostly because he'll probably be the only apocalypse cook, but that's beside the point. It's hard to be, not the best if you're the only one. That's actually a feature, so talking about features in games and stuff, I can't wait for them to add NPCs. I know that's part of some of the major groundwork they were laying with this whole Build 42 update and stuff that they've been doing when they added the animals and changed how hunting works and stuff. Part of that is laying the groundwork for actually adding human NPCs to the game, which I am super excited about whenever that comes around. I don't know if they're all going to be hostile bandits and stuff. I hope not. I hope some of them you can are going to be traders holed up in houses, or trading random objects for jewelry and stuff for taking off zombies. Some of them should be bandits, of course. Some should absolutely be hostile. Trying to fight you over what little bit of food is left in the city. And then some of them should totally be recruitable NPCs. You can be hey, you know how to farm? Can you run a little garden at our base? Or you know how to shoot guns and stuff. Can you help, guard our little outpost or whatever? Or follow me around? Things like that. That'd be a lot of fun. Alright, grab our stir fry. There we go. Let's eat half of this and see how that goes. Yeah, man, our character... That sounded like an explosion in the game. That's a new one. I hadn't heard that random event before. There we go. Our character's nice and full now. There we go. Put that away. Cool. Food's all topped off. We put this battery away. We don't need this battery. Alright. Keep that. Put those away. And we'll put that away. I only have one round in this revolver, by the way. Oh, goodness. So I think what we'll do, go upstairs. It's a little early in the game to really be putting our character to bed, but I think it's an opportune time to do some reading and some exercising. There we go. Throw these extra first aid supplies in here. Let's shut myself in the bathroom. And what we'll do is we will finish reading our cooking book. Even though I think we're actually going to be out leveling our reading, our cooking skills soon. Yeah, we're going to be level 1 soon. And then we'll be able to, level up to 2 faster, I guess. But let's do a little bit of reading. Don't want to read too late. Don't want to make... And our character's not too tired, so hopefully our character won't sleep until 11 a.m. this time. Also, welcome to stream, folks. Hope everyone's having a good night. I see you've got a few new people joining. Alright. How we doing on this book? We're getting close. Yeah, we're getting a little tired, so let's stop reading. Let's put this over here. Let's do our exercise. Do our burpees for 20 minutes. Go. Go ahead and get that done for our character. Should be about done. Come on. One more minute in game. Should be done, character. There we go. Alright. Cool. Now let's re-equip our stuff real quick. Primary. Put those down. Wear that on the front. Just wear that. And secondary. Water's good. All that's good. Alright. And sleep. Hopefully our character doesn't sleep till like 11 a.m. Fan of Soundgarden. Ah, welcome, Fan of Soundgarden. Hope you're having a good day. Ah, there we go. Perfect. We only slept till like 6:20. Fantastic. That's the kind of time I like our character to wake up at. Okay. Stop off our water. There we go. Alright, make sure there's no zombies around. Always gotta check your house for unwanted guests. Enjoy Project Zomboid. How we doing? Skills-wise? Well, we're getting pretty good on skills. Everything looks fine out here. No immediate problems. Okay, so we need to do a bit more exploring map-wise today. I kind of need to find a place to secure like more meat stuff, like fishing and things, or something like that. We could try to push further down into this more populated area, but that's going to just have a lot of zombies in it. But we also need some more weapons, and better weapons, honestly. Like our trusty little claw hammer it's hanging in there, but it ain't gonna last forever. So let's go down this way. We'll kind of keep clearing down into this village. I think we will, or town. We will press down towards downtown, I think. Slowly but surely. It'll also help us keep the zombie population kind of diminished and out of our property. This is going to be the direction they're mostly going to be migrating from. Also gives us an opportunity to look for something like a charcoal grill or something we can take back to use as like a cooking area. Alright. What's this looking over here? I don't remember if we've been in that house. I feel like we tried to get in this house, but it was too busy. Maybe we have been in this house. I mean, there's a lot of dead zombies around it. And that door's open. What's in here? I remember this overdue bill. There's a lot of zombies back there. What's that? One of them's... Two of them got, like, knives or something sticking out of them. Oh, yeah, this is the house for the library that we never finished looting. Okay, so let's grab the key. We'll throw that in our key ring. Matchbook. Throw that in there. Adhesive tape. We'll take that, too. We'll take the eraser and the pencil. Because with these things, you can actually start writing on your map. Paperback will keep us entertained. You know, I don't really care about a lot of that. What's this? Ooh, here we go. That's actually a useful look to have. Alright, cool. Alright, well. I remember this place now, and we've looted it out of everything we care about. I think. Let's go over this way. So, we read that thing about the speedway. Now, this house has like a little garden or something in the back there. Check this van, see if it's in good shape like the other one was. Alright. Now this one's also in decent shape. Still no gas, but in pretty good shape. Actually, I think it might even be in slightly better shape than the other one. I mean, it's going to need some new brakes and stuff, but let's see if it's unlocked. It is unlocked. No key in the ignition, though. Got some makeup. Got a receipt. Oh, we got some seltzer water. We'll take that. Wrench. Paper napkins. Tire pump's nice. Alright. This one wouldn't be bad because it's got a big trunk that would be good. There's a zombie in here somewhere. Oh, he's going to be in this. Oh, God. That's a lot. Back. Come on, character. Calm down. There we go. Nuh-uh. Nope. That one almost had me. Whew! That was closer than I would have liked. Alright. What about you? You got anything? Let's swing wide. I'm glad I saw that tree movement over there. See, there's gonna be a zombie right there, so let's just go in here. There we go. Got the window open. Close this here. There we go. What do we have here? I'll take the peanut butter and the marmalade. Alright, so get my suitcase. Grab suitcase. Equip secondary. Yep, close this door behind us. Just in case Mr. Zombie gets loose from his basement. Anything in here? Nothing. Nothing in here. This looks like they tried to set up a survivor's house, maybe, and then failed. Headphones. Comic book. CD player. Yeah, see, there's a scarecrow back here. Get a bed with a match with a keyring. We'll throw the keyring on the floor. And we've got a car key. Nice. Take that. Take that. There we go. Alright. So I think we might actually have the keys to that van out front now. Alright. Let's go ahead and refill our water while we're here. There we go. The way our character eats, you'd think he's starving all the time. Let's see here. Let's put that in there. Take all this with us too. Can of oats. Nothing in that one. Oven, nothing. Can opener, nothing that we care about. Alright, so I think we've gotten pretty much everything we care about out of this place. Right? Yeah. Minus whatever cool stuff might be in the basement. It is the key to this van. Fantastic. So there's another zombie over here. Yeah, we're out of gas. But you know what? We've got a vehicle we can come get now. As soon as we figure out, like, a gas situation. Let's see what's back here. That's a lot of zombies. I think that one's got an axe. I think we might have found a zombie horde that's worth fighting. Come on. Go down, zombie. Yep. I'll take his watch. We're taking his watch. It's my watch now. Come here, zombie. Come here. Please come here, zombie. Yeah, well, one of them's coming this way. Not the one I wanted. But it was letting us thin them down. That's what I want right there. Come on. Yep. Alright. Can I object any other friends? No. Ah, we got a hatchet. Fantastic. There we go. Got another watch. Take the watch. The reason I'm taking the watches, folks, is because I'm using them as a way to disassemble things for to improve my electronics slowly but surely. Alright. All the zombies. Did our friend over here at the basement ever get loose? Basement friend? No, he's still in there. Okay. That's a sound. We got a generator in here. That generator could be real nice. Okay. Do we have the keys? No. Can we open this? Yes, we can. Alright, anything in here we care about? Setting tank, safety glasses, wire. Okay. Chest freezer. With some chicken in it. Alright, let's open the door. Let's equip our suitcase. Secondary. There we go. Generator. Info. Condition 100%. Nice. Let's take it. It's going to be heavy. Yep, I know. We're going to go put this in the van so we can come back for it. Yeah, I know. We're extremely overloaded. I got that game. We're going to put this in our van. Come with us. The van. There you go. Alright. Where's the generator? Yep, let's put it in here. There we go. Alright, equip secondary. Equip primary. There we go. There we go. Van's all shut up. Cool. So, we know we have a van here with a generator if we can find some gas. Just be fantastic. Alright. The question is, how much further do I want to push my luck right this second? There's a small herd of zombies over here. It looks like heading down this walking path. I just see one. One zombie's easy. One zombie we can deal with. One zombie we might even be able to sneak up on. The question is if he's got any friends. Oh, yeah. Got a can opener, which we'll take. More worried about if he had any friends on the other side of this fence here. I don't see any. Don't see any. Walk down the sidewalk a little bit. Got a real life helicopter event happening here in my house, just flying right overhead. They're loud too, good lord. Yeah, there's a lot of zombies around here. Oh, but I see Barbecue Grill back there. Hello, zombie. You gonna come visit? How you doing? Anybody else? Nothing on this one that I care about. Yeah, another one there coming. Come on. Come on. Do the quick spin, make sure there's nobody sneaking up on me. Alright, that one's dealt with. Now you had another friend. There they are. Alright, come on, zombie. There we go. Here we are. Okay. I was like, that one sounded a lot closer than it actually was. Okay. Okay. Come on. Go. Oh, got a leather coat, which we'll take. And a house key. The reason I take the leather coats is because it's a good source of leather. You have them, like, hunt animals in some manner or something. Don't see any zombies in there. Got back here. Any zombies back here? Nope. This is one of those houses that strikes me as probably got a bathroom zombie. Whenever the bathroom sealed up like that, I always think bathroom zombie. It's not locked. Let's turn that off. Just no need to attract any extra zombies here. Care about that. Here we go. Got some extra food. Take with us. Nothing of that. Nothing of that. All right. Ooh, canned food. There's our long-term food. Griddle's not super useful. Use the oven. Okay, let's go ahead and refill our water bottle real quick. Yeah. Nobody in here. All right. I was wrong. Not a bathroom zombie. All right. Sheet, sports t-shirt. Okay. So this house is mostly empty. Go check storage shed real quick. Sometimes you can find zombies in here too. Right. Door's locked. Come on. Come on. There we go. Got it. In here, value we want. Carton of nails. Hard hat. T-square. We'll wear the hard hat. There we go. Now we have hit armor. Alright, equip secondary. Alright, let's head back to base. I think we've gotten everything of value in this area. We found a vehicle that's going to be super good later on, once we can find some gas to put in said vehicle. Let's get back to base, unload all of our hard-won gains, deal with our muscles fatigue and strain here. We're slowly but surely leveling up our fitness and strength. These are like some of the slowest to level, those two right there. Alright. Cooking's also leveling up nicely. Only killed 60 zombies so far. Feels like more than that sometimes. Alright. I just gotta get past this part of town, which is still kind of busy. The character's getting a little exhausted. Also very hungry. So one of the things that a lot of people may not realize is your carry capacity actually decreases as you get hungrier. That's why I went from, mildly overburdened to very overburdened, because as I go up each stage of hunger, I basically lose, like, half a unit of carry capacity, if I remember correctly. Something like that. I forget what the exact ratio is. Suppose I could always forage a little bit on the way back. Grab a little extra food and stuff. Just see what we find. That will find anything of particular value, but you never know. Primary forest / road. It's interesting how it changes, like, what you can find where, based on what you're walking in. I like, as I said, I'm very much a fan of the changes they've made to the foraging system. There we go. We're almost home. Forest road. If we get off this, it'll be like farmland. Up in this area. Or maybe that's the other side of the road. Over there. Primary forest / urban area. That's an interesting description and mix. We're home. In the house. Let's get the cold stuff put away first. Freezer. Like gold in here. I've got some beef and what else we got? Peas. Steak. The yogurt doesn't need to be frozen. Put all that in there. Here, I got some chicken. Yep, that needs to be frozen. Now, the regular fridge, we need ham, grapes. Ooh, the ice cream needs to actually go in the freezer. Put these this hot dog buns in there too. The pickles and the yogurt. All that needs to go in the fridge. And no, I'm not a crazy person that normally puts my bread in the fridge. But in this game, the bread doesn't last very long for some reason. Alright, there we go. And the chicken nuggets also need to go in the freezer. Almost missed those. It's interesting that the can of oats are listed as fresh. Normally oats don't go bad quickly, so I'll throw those in the fridge. Just in case. Alright. Corned beef, canned peaches, honey, soy sauce. All of you can go in the cabinet. And let's see here. Potato soup, or canned potatoes, sorry. Peanut butter and marmalade can also go in the cabinet. And the can opener can go in there too. Save this old-fashioned can opener. There we go. That all the food items. It doth appear to be all the food items. Cool. I'm going to offload the last little bits here. Let's see here. Tools. We'll throw the fedora in here for now. Throw the wristwatches in here. Throw the adhesive tape in there. And the matchbook. Also throw a hatchet in there for now. As well as this leather coat. Because we'll dismantle that leather coat later. And then we'll take the rest of this upstairs to our room and offload it. There, our character is a little uncomfortable, which I'm not surprised. He's been working hard, carrying way too much stuff. He's also hungry. Alright, let's throw all these in there. We're going to read this welder magazine real quick. Read that. Then we'll throw it and the revolver in the storage bookshelf over here as well. Go with our 9mm pistol. Because honestly, I just don't have enough ammunition to even justify using the guns. Not to mention, Project Zomboid, guns are a double-edged sword. They can be really powerful if your character knows what they're doing. But they also draw a lot of zombies. Though I do think they've improved guns a little bit from the changes they've made. I think they're actually slightly better than they were. Alright, there we go. I'm going to go feed my character really quick just because I like to kind of finish things off and leave my character in a decently good position before I come back to them later. Alright, let's see here. We got enough stuff. We should probably make a salad. Let's do a salad. Yeah, it's stir fry last couple times. Let's do a salad. Make salad. Let's use up this stale bell pepper to get it out of the way. Let's see here. Let's add to the salad. Add an onion. Definitely heard a sound. Not sure what that sound I heard was. That's lettuce. Let's see here. Let's also add a tomato. And we'll add sleek. And some of this bread. Like little croutons, Gotta have some croutons in there. A little salt and pepper. That just improves everything, let's be honest. And add some of this common mallow. Go. And some sunflower seeds for a little extra crunch. And then add some pickles. Add some pickles to this. Just kind of throwing in everything, let's be honest. Let's do a little bit of mustard. And a little bit of mayonnaise. Because those should pair well together. There we go. Yeah, that's alright. This is going to improve his happiness, reduces thirst a little bit, and reduces boredom. Also, hitting all the hunger stuff that we need. There we go. It's all filled up. And that, folks, is where we're going to call this stream for Project Zomboid as we continue our dear character's story of Andre Binner, whose character's name, although he's still losing weight, though. We're going to have to figure that out. So, thank you all so much for hanging out with me this evening. Well, evening for me, whatever time of day it is for you all. And I hope you all have had a wonderful time. I've enjoyed being here for you all and streaming and seeing how our character's journey has continued. And it's actually gone pretty well. I mean, we've got that car down here that we need to go back for. So I should put a note here about that. But we know there's a car down here that we need to go get. Once we find some gas, we've got our house pretty well stocked with food for the moment. We've gotten the zombies thinned out a little bit around our general area. And I think we're setting up pretty well. We still need a long-term water solution, obviously. And probably a long-term food solution as well. But for the most part, I think we're doing pretty good. So I hope you all join me next time. We'll be streaming again tomorrow. We got a few things on the menu. I know we're going to be doing some more vintage story. And then I think we'll also we'll do something else. I'll figure it out. Might be a surprise. Anyways, you all have a great one. It's been Thalan McRom streaming some Project Zomboid because I love Project Zomboid. And I hope you all enjoyed. You all have a great time. And we'll catch you all in the next one.